everyone, and good morning to you. I welcome you to another video tutorial on the USDCAD, where I will be taking you through my thought process on how I intend to take a trading opportunity on this pair during the new week. Well, after looking at what is happening on the daily time frame, something caught my attention here, which I will be showing you in a moment. Well, looking at the structure we have here on the daily time frame, the first thing we will observe is that price action has been on a very strong bullish momentum since the beginning of the year, and as a result of this, we have a bullish momentum. However, something interesting happened during the month of July stroke the early days of the month of September, as we can see that the 1.32 Canadian dollar level was holding selling pressure in this market. However, during the course of the mid-month of the month of September, we finally saw a breakout of the 1.32 Canadian dollar level to incite a bullish momentum. Now, this is what caught my attention here. Has the bullish momentum increased and price continued to rise into the 1.400 level? We saw that as soon as price got into the 1.400 level in the last couple of weeks, we've been witnessing selling pressure from this area to incite the presence of sellers at this point in the market. So as a result of this, we can see that the structure we have here is looking like a situation where we might be having a reversal pattern, which will be leading into the retracement phase of the previous impulse leg. So now with this current understanding we have here, I want to show you something on the 4 hours time frame, which will be our yardstick should price continue to go to the downside. But before I go into the details of that, I want to show you what I was able to spool out on the economic calendar, which is likely going to be affecting this pair during the course of the week. Now, look at what is going to be happening on Wednesday as we have a situation where the monetary policy report for the Canadian Bank is going to be coming up, and there's this BOC interest rate decision also coming up on Wednesday as well. And then we have the BOC press conference, the BOC restatement on Wednesday. Now, fast forwarding into Thursday, we can see that we have the durable goods order, which is likely going to be affecting the price action for the dollar. Then we have the cross domestic product annualized Q3, and then we have the non-defense capital goods order X aircraft for the month of September also coming up on this day. So this events are likely going to be affecting this pair significantly during the course of the week. So we want to get ourselves prepared to take advantage of that move when it finally happens. So going into the weekly time frame, obviously it is clear that we have a very strong impulsive move to the upside as we have the move to the upside. And if we are going to be taking this impulse leg into consideration, considering the multiple rejection of the 1.400 level in the last couple of weeks, I want to be thinking that this situation here might evolve into a retracement of that impulse leg into our golden zone area, after which we'll be looking out for patterns on lower time frame that will be supporting a trend continuation to the upside. So the question right now is, how far will this retracement phase go? Now, in order to get that, the first thing we will, from a technical standpoint, is that remember we had a breakout of the structure during the month of September, and from a technical standpoint, whenever we have a breakout of structure, we expect that price is likely going to come back and do a retest of that structure, which will likely lead into a situation that will incite the second wave of that bullish momentum. Now, with this information we have here, one thing I want to be doing to help us decipher where the likelihood of this retracement phase is going to end is by bringing our Fibonacci retracement tool, running it through the previous impulse leg and locating somewhere within the 50 and the 78.6% area as our take profit target. That is, if we start seeing selling pressure from that area. So what we're going to be doing right now is to label this area. So for the sake of clarity, I will be labeling this as our TP targets. That is, if price continue to give us sign of a bearish momentum during the course of this week. I want to be looking at our TP target around that area in the meantime, which also lines up with that most important key level at the 1.32 area, which was broken um, in the month of September. Now that we all have this information, what are we going to be looking out for in the new week to be able to be confident of taking advantage of that bearish move? So let's scale back down into the daily time frame and let's see what is really happening here. So on the daily time frame, and in addition to the key level I was able to identify here, is this trend line that, as you can see here, price as at one point in time respected that trend line. So we saw breakdown here, price break right, we saw rejection of that trend line. Price broke above that trend line in the month of September. We saw price come back to do a retest of that structure, and during the course of the end of last week trading session, we saw price heading towards that trend line at that time. So now with this information we have here, how do we intend to look forward to selling momentum here? So what I'll be doing right now is to do a quick visualization of what my expectation is going to be, and what I'll be looking forward to is if price continue to the downside in such a way that it breaks down that key level, sorry, that bear trend line, then I want to be seeing this as a bearish signal. But remember, we don't want to get too excited at this point, as we want to wait for price to give us further confirmation, which is likely going to come in the form of a retest of either the bullish trend line here or the key level at the 1.37 level area, which I was able to identify, after which selling pressure around here would incite a trend continuation to the downside. So this is what I want to be looking forward to during the new week. So at this point, I would like to pause the video here and let's see how price action is going to relate with this current structure here during the early hours of the week, after which I'll be jumping in the comment section of this video to give you an update of how I intend to take advantage of any trading possibility here on the USD card. If this video has been of immense help in making your individual decision on this pair for this week, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You will also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates I normally share in the comment section of every video. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday right here in the comment section of this video. Bye bye.